Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2. And since last time then, things have been, well, relatively good. We started off with a 1-0 defeat to Manchester City, perhaps to be expected, but then a 5-1 win against Crystal Palace, one of our best performances of the season. A hat-trick with Tyler Roberts and 2 goals for our youngster Joe Adams. We'll forget about the 4-1 defeat to Fulham, pretend that didn't happen, but then a 5-0 win against Preston and a 4-1 win against Southampton, variety of different goal scorers there, has left us in a very strong position going into the final 4 matches of the season. As you can see there, we've risen up to 9th place, 46 points. I don't think we're going to be making a late push for Europe. I think that's probably out of the question. But we are now very much safe from relegation. Preston's relegation has been confirmed inevitably. 7 points is all they've got with 4 games to go. One of the worst performances I've ever seen from any team, I think. So we're going to be playing games against Watford and Newcastle today because our last 2 matches of the season are against West Ham and Spurs, and that was kind of what we played in one of the last episodes. So want a little bit of variety. This is the team that's going to face West Ham. Kyle Darlow is going to be in goal. He's been really very solid since coming in. Back 4 is going to be Dummett, Chester, Mepham and Roberts. I think Chester and Mepham have formed a pretty solid partnership. I would like to use Joe Rodon, obviously because he's a Swansea Academy boy, but, well, he's just not been performing very well recently. Daniel James is going to be on the left. Joe Adams is going to be on the right. He's got a number of goals recently. Grimes and Smith are going to be in the middle, and Chalina is going to be behind Tyler Roberts up front. Well, a win today would give us an outside chance of qualifying for the Europa League, which I think would be pretty ridiculous, but we've taken a lead early on. Daniel James slotting the ball home with another assist from Joe Adams. Crunching tackle on Chalina, but Adams puts an excellent ball in, and Daniel James steals in to slot it past Dahlberg in the Watford goal. But that does move us within 3 points of Watford, who are in 8th place. I don't think it's very likely. Even if we win today, we've got some tough teams left to play. I don't think it's likely we're going to qualify for Europe. To be honest, I don't really want to qualify for Europe. I don't think we have the squad to cope with Europa League football. Daniel James puts the ball in again. It's very similar to the first goal, but this time is ruled offside. Adams lost out to Pereira, and Watford looked to break. Dahlberg's head. Caucho saved by Darlow. Corner in from them though. It's headed on by Dunk, but Darlow gets it away. Watford have equalised here. Escal, I think that's how you say it. Very quick counter attack from them. Will Hughes feeding Kasper Dolberg. Simple ball over, very, very similar to the goal we scored, just on the opposite end of the pitch. Back to 1-1. So at half time, things are pretty even Stevens. If we look at the league table as it stands, Wolves are losing, which is potentially an opportunity for us to close the gap a bit. But Everton, are comfortably ahead against Preston. I think that even if we were to win this match, there's too much to make up, and I think this is the end of any slight European challenge we had, which would be pretty ridiculous anyway, given the start and middle periods we had to the league season. Watford looking to work a chance. Here comes to Caucho, back to Dunk, Cathcart, Hughes, Dolberg with a shot just wide. It's come to Gareth Jones here. He's gone for a wild shot, not even close. It's been kicked out by Dalberg. Jones has it. Tried to play a ball forwards, but Watford have picked it back up again. Will Hughes, Caucho. Tackled though by Chester. He's lost out again straight away though. And Caucho with a shot in, saved by Darlow. Very much an end of season feeling here, even with 3 games to go after this. It's just, we're safe, we can't really do much with it. And that's going to be that then, a 1-1 draw, pretty standard really. We are the definition of a mid-table side, I think. Nothing special, and nothing too awful, although really we kind of have been awful a lot this season, I think, but just several patches of really good form, um, surrounding 2 patches in particular of absolutely horrendous form. But we managed to get away with it, and I'll see you in a few days' time for our second match against Newcastle. Second game of the day away at Newcastle, and we're going to go with exactly the same team as last time. Hopefully this game will be slightly more interesting than the previous one. It does feel like our players are already on the beach. They've avoided relegation. They don't really seem too bothered about anything else. Chelina with a free kick in, headed over by Chester. Dubravka plays the ball forwards, immediately bombed back by us though. Chelina's found Roberts, but he's been stopped by the Newcastle defence. It's come back out though. Connor Roberts has played in. Adams plays in Daniel James. It's a combination that's working well. The 2 young Welsh wizards on the wing. Adams with a lovely ball across, and Daniel James is there again, stealing in to put the ball away. And it leaves us on 50 points at the moment, but the match is nowhere close to over. Nathan Redmond, Jordan Ayew, into Miguel Almiron. It's not Jordan Ayew, is it? It's Andre Ayew, our former player, of course. Could well score against us today, but well, I asked for action. We've got action. Chelina's fed Daniel James, but this time he's tackled by Fredericks. But it's another chance straight away, and Chelina this time puts it wide. Well, I did ask for action. Maybe that's a bit too much action. Matt Ritchie with a free kick claimed by Darlow. Try and build it out from the back. It's come to Daniel James. Running forwards. Chelina shoots wide. Oh, a chance maybe to just have a little pause for a second. This would currently put us on 50 points, which means we would be, as it stands, 9 points behind Wolves, which means we are officially unable to qualify for the Europa League. I think we knew that was going to happen anyway. But a top 10 finish is what I think we've got to aim for in the last few matches. A top 10 finish would be pretty solid. It's not common for us to be controlling an away game, but we're massively dominating possession, 62%. More shots on target as well. It's come to Tyler Roberts, and he just passes it into Dubravka's hand. I'm going to bring Ben Woodburn on. I don't really know what to do with him, whether we renew his loan, whether we try and sign him permanently. I think we probably have more chance of signing Woodburn permanently than we do Harry Wilson, so I might just buy him anyway, and then we can get Wilson on loan. A free kick from Dwight Gale, whistles over the bar. I mean, Woodburn's not particularly good, and he's lost his place in the first team. But there aren't any other Welsh strikers of note, really, unless we want to buy Sam Vokes. We might end up buying Sam Vokes. But I would like Harry Wilson next season. As good as Joe Adams has been, I think we need a better player in the middle, really. Woodburn's on this, flicked it back over, and he's fed Daniel James, who gets his second of the match. Instant impact from Woodburn. He's looking for that permanent move. Good run from him, and he's flicked it back over. James is there, unmarked, to head in once again. Roberts, Mepham to Dummett, Smith, back out to Adams. He's found James. James on the hat trick, doesn't quite put it away this time. Dummett's won it back though. Connor Roberts into Chelina, who puts it over and wide. I am conscious of the fact that I don't want to stifle any potential development for Gareth Jones and Joe Adams, but at the same time, David Brooks and Harry Wilson just sort of better. Dwight Gale's on a late chance. He's rattled the post. I think he hit the corner between the post and the bar there. Get away with it. I mean, it wouldn't have really mattered. We're 2-0 up. And that's that then. A um, comfortable, action-packed 2-0 win against Newcastle. And that is a result that has left us in 9th place. We are, as we discussed during the match, we're 9 points behind Wolves. We're not going to qualify for Europe, which I think is probably a blessing in disguise, if anything. 6 points behind Watford. Our goal difference is considerably worse than them. So really, we're looking at either finishing 9th or 10th, potentially 11th, if Burnley win all their games and Everton win all their games. But yeah, not too bad. Okay, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Next time I'll play the West Ham game here off camera. Then we'll play Tottenham in the final episode. And we'll have a review of the season. We'll look at some stats. We'll look at how well the squad's been doing. We'll look at who we can potentially sign in the summer as well. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.